Hello, I'm DanielleStimpson and Capricorn. These are your tarot cards for October of 2022. If you'd like to learn more about the astrology at play, go ahead and watch the overview video. And I highly recommend that you check out videos for your sun, moon, and rising signs if you happen to know what they are. I've created this particular tarot spread around the astrology of this month and the eclipse season coming up the 25th through the 8th. If you'd like to take a peek at the tarot spread and learn all the details about it, I've made you a infographic. It's linked in the description and you can go ahead and download that if you'd like. So without any further ado, let's get into your reading. Okay, so Capricorn, the focus point and the theme of your month is reflected in the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about leaving behind what no longer serves. It can be sometimes bittersweet, and it's certainly not without its risk, and certainly it's a leap of faith. As you can see, we've got this person walking away from these cups that are empty, feeling not that they're bereft, but more like lack of fulfillment, stepping into the unknown, looking into the moonlit sky. This is the idea of stepping into things that are better, yes, and still not knowing every step along the way. So there's definitely leap of faith elements at play here. Capricorn, you tend to play pretty consistent. You tend to want a grounded approach. You tend to want to have a plan. There's going to be a certain amount of leaving behind a plan here. So that might lead to some discomfort, but there's some other things that might help and give you some advice along the way. So here is where you're starting out the month. This is where you are right now. And this is a Three of Wands. The Three of Wands traditionally is action coming back to you. So this is all about the work you put out and what comes back in the return, and also for times where you maybe didn't put out quite as much, or maybe you invested your efforts in a way that was less wise, not getting back very much. So this is a point where as you start to step into the future and step away from what's not working, taking a little bit of a peek at what's coming back to you, starting to see what is supporting you and start putting your energy towards those things, and where your energies are being poured in that you're not getting something back out. So that's sort of where you're at now. The challenge for this month is the Nine of Cups. Now, this is generally speaking a pretty good card. When it shows up in the challenge, what it's actually representing is a little bit of lack of stability. If you are stepping out on your own, if you are taking your self-employment and shifting things, this is a card of definitely needing to look at where you are right now. Those efforts you've put out that maybe aren't coming back, having to take very personal responsibility and very discriminating eye about what is not coming back to you. This definitely feels like a discomfort and a lack of stability for anyone with Capricorn sensibilities. So this might feel like an exceptional challenge of not being completely in charge and in control of everything. This is also an opportunity to shift things and get in better control. So your challenge is feeling that sort of stretch and discomfort, and at the same time, rather than freaking out about it, seeing how you can show up and and encourage yourself really to create the stability that you want, that you are in control of, and deciding what your day-to-day is going to look like. The whispers from your guides, which is just what it sounds like. If your guides could whisper anything to you, it's pretty unsurprising and straightforward given the other cards. The Seven of Coins is all about taking things into account. It's almost like a profit and loss statement. And it's very much in the mundane reality. Pentacles or coins are fundamental resource stability. So yes, literal money, but also the walls around you, the roof above your head, the basic needs taken care of. But on a bigger level, this particular card is about Where am I putting my efforts? What is paying me back? This is basically saying the best thing you can do right now, as much as you are surrounded by this instability and this opportunity to like step away from what's no longer serving, take that Capricorn sensibility, that discriminating eye for management, and without investing so much of your heart, like you may need to kind of pull your emotions out of it, really look at the nuts and bolts of what is creating wealth, stability, and security for you and what is not. It's not going to be based on, but I like doing this, but this kind of feels nice. You have to take a discriminating look. Yes, you can make time for those things that mean something to you, but first you need to know how you're going to take care of the basic needs. And so you can feel a little bit more at ease, a little bit more calm, and have everything as you want it, so that then you can more readily accept the ability to put your energy towards things you want to do. So this is very much like your guides are saying, hey, take a really tight look at even a level of detail that you might not always get into, to see what is serving you, what is not, how you might need to shift it, and how you might need to let it go. And last but not least, the last card here is exploring values and beliefs. This is a placement that exists this month in support of the eclipse season that's coming up, October 25th to November 8th. And it's going to be very much volatile. We're going to need to take action pretty much on a dime. The best way that we can prepare for that is to start exploring the things that we don't quite know or that we think we know. How can we learn a little bit about something new in a way that's going to help us later on this month? And it's very much a part of everything that you're already looking at. The Knight of Coins. But remember, this particular place in this reading is not just about you. It's about attitudes, beliefs, and assumptions on a grander level, maybe even a global level of resources. Specifically, the Knight of Coins. This particular knight is not one that is quick to rush in. Pentacles is a slow moving suit. This particular knight, if I could hire an accountant, this is the personality I would want. Someone that is very detail oriented. They cross the T's, they dot the I's. They are making darn sure that every little thing is looked at. There may be some attitudes and beliefs and understandings around money and resources that you have accepted and that you take as fact that could be deconstructed at this time. That deconstruction, that exploration around those themes in a much broader term may inform not only you in the here and now and what's going on this month, but in what will go on in that bigger reset that we have happening during eclipse season. So whether it's listening to podcasts, reading books, listening to voices you don't normally listen to around these topics, it may help to kind of shake any cobwebs out that allow you to see things from a new perspective, that allow things to kind of come to you that maybe would have been lost on you before. So go ahead and let yourself be a little vulnerable in that sense and just take in any information, even if you choose to discount it later. At this point, it's sort of like a fishing expedition. What other viewpoints can be out there, and how can that shift the way that I've always thought and the way things absolutely are? Maybe it's not exactly what it seems. So with that all out of the way, I want to say, Capricorn, have a wonderful month of October. If you do the work, if you're willing to go to the scary places and let go of the things that are holding you back, that are no longer serving, and that are, time to be let go of, you're going to have a wonderful time come the next few months and years ahead. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to check in again for your November horoscopes and November tarot cards, go ahead and click that subscribe button. You can also join me for my 5 times weekly healing over a distance. It's a live stream here on YouTube. You can also check out my online Reiki classes, social media, Discord, and Crystal Shop, all in the description below. This is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. The link for that is in the description as well. And again, don't forget to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for the most accurate view of your month ahead. Thanks again and have a beautiful October.